Hello there, I'm Jevindu. Welcome to the second and the last devlog of developing my small platformer game. This video contains the progress I made throughout 9 days, starting from day 15. If you wanna check out the previous video, I got the link in the description as well. So let's head to the video. By the marking of the end of the first devlog, I was already done with the player movement mechanism and all animations. And I was halfway done with the level designing. So I decided to finish off that first. On day 15, I created more of the level design. And I fixed the collider of the spike prefab because it was not fit well earlier. So I had to manually fix it to fit the shape of my sprite. This issue was dragged on for a while until this day. On the second day, I was able to finish designing the levels. With that, I was having a playable game. But since there are many obstacles all around the map, there's a very high chance of the player dying many times. So, I made a checkpoint system. Without an animation, the checkpoint will look pretty lame. So, on the third day, I made a simple animation using a script. Then I ran some test runs and found this error which made the player die before he hits the spikes. Well, this was because of some kind of a tricky code inside of a script. But after playing around with it, I fixed it. After that, I wanted to wait to let the player know that they died when they die. Yeah. So I set up a simple death menu that pop up when the player dies. On day 4, I started designing a final boss for the game. Now that's a spoiler. I tried a few but couldn't actually come up with anything that's good enough. I spent day 5 doing the same thing, but still it didn't seem like I was actually getting there. So I left designing the boss for a while and tried to come up with another thing. I don't want to spoil this any further, so I'm gonna leave it right there. After that, I created all the UI of the game without any detailing, so I have something to work with. On day 6, I started designing the sprites for the UI. I started off by designing the images for the background of the main menu. So I created a small environment using the tile maps I have already inside of the game, which gave a much natural feel. Then I started designing the sprites for the UI buttons. But I used everything which is inside of Unity, and it turned out pretty well. Lesson: sometimes simpler things are much better. So with the levels and UI done, the time arrived to add one of the most important things onto it. That is, music. I decided not to play around with sound effects, so I just added the music. I added one which I downloaded from the YouTube audio library for my YouTube videos, but it had the vibe I wanted, so I used it. Day 7 arrived, and it was time to add some crisp for the game. I added a particle effect to appear when the player takes off, during his jump, and when turning around. After this point, there could be spoilers, so I'm gonna skip day 8 and most part of day 9. And on day 9, I added a sound on-off system so the player has more control over the customization of their game experience. With all of that, the game reached the end of its development process. So, I played the game fully, and it's definitely worth a try. This moment was very exciting because this is my first game which I actually finished successfully. But at the same time, I was a bit sad because this beautiful project ends here. The link to play this game is in the description. You can play it on itch.io. And don't forget to join my Discord server as well. Thanks for watching, and the game's over. But don't forget, we have just begun, and there's so much yet to come.